Okay, so here we have 1/3 each of regular unsweetened Hershey's cocoa, and then the dark unsweetened Hershey's cocoa, and then carob powder. And then I have pepper, stevia powdered, cinnamon, and pink Himalayan salt. Is take all the dry ingredients and put it through a sieve, and then I just push through all the lumps until everything is nice and powder fine. A lot of times the reason people find that their chocolate delight is bitter is because of this. So if you don't actually sift it and push it through, then you get these bitter chunks of chocolate in the middle of your chocolate delight. Okay, so all the powders are combined. So that's the 1/3 cup of carob, 1/3 cup of dark cocoa powder, 1/3 cup of regular cocoa powder, the tablespoon of stevia powdered, and a teaspoon of cinnamon, and then salt and pepper. So this is typically solid, and what I did was I melted it in the microwave. So it was a cup of coconut oil, and I melted it. And then what I did was let it rest so it wasn't hot. And then I added a tablespoon of agave, and it's just normal organic blue agave. And then I added a full dropper of the vanilla cream stevia, and that's what you see on the bottom. So I'm just going to add this and pour it into the mixture of powders. And I'm going to make sure to scoop all that out of the bottom. And then I'm going to combine them together. Okay, so you can see that this is very runny. And this is where I make the change to it by adding sour cream. I add 2 tablespoons of sour cream, and as soon as I do that, the entire mixture changes. And it goes really, really quick. Typically, I try to get it in the mold right away, right after adding the sour cream. So have your molds ready in place right next to you so that as soon as you do add it, you can then pour it, and then eventually you'll just be scooping and scraping because that's how thick it gets. So it's going to go from being runny to being more like a brownie mixture. All right, so 2 tablespoons of sour cream added. I know many of you are groaning thinking about it, but when you average out what the actual serving is and how much I'm adding, it is minimal. So I'm going to add this to the mixture, and then I'm going to place it into the molds right away. I've added the sour cream, and then I'm just going to incorporate those 2 tablespoons to the batter. Depending on the time of the year that you make this, it's going to thicken up quicker. If the house is warmer, it won't thicken as quickly. And so it's raining outside right now, and I have the wood stove going in this room, and so it's a little bit warmer than normal in my kitchen. So we're just trying to make sure we incorporate all the ingredients so there's no surprises in every bite. And you can see that it's starting to thicken up. There's about 18 servings here, and they each run about 2 tablespoons apiece. I didn't stick anything in them. Sometimes I put macadamia nuts in them or chunks of grissini. I've also done PB2. I've done jam, sugar-free jam. I've tried all sorts of different things. I have a bunch of different favorites. I just recommend that you try it and find your favorite.